This is KXUY Radio. I'm Austin Marte alongside Russell Asuzo. We're going to be talking about why Oklahoma State doesn't have men's soccer in their Division I program and how that impacts club soccer here as well.
Title IX was part of the Education Amendment Act of 1972, and it was a start of the women's rights movement, and it made it to where men and women had to have the same athletic opportunities in high school and college. It didn't really mean they had to have the same amount of spending. I mean, obviously you're not going to have as much spending on football as you would on women's soccer, but it meant that you had to have the same amenities such as equipment, scheduling, traveling, access to tutoring, coaching that men athletic programs have.
And of the athletic programs at OSU, the men and women both have baseball and softball. They go hand in hand, and they have basketball, cross country, golf, tennis, and track and field. The guys, they have football and they have wrestling, and the women, they have equestrian and soccer. And of the 10 Big 12 schools, none of them actually have Division men's soccer. And of the 10 schools, 9 of them have women's soccer. The one that doesn't is Kansas State.
With Big 12 schools not having Division I soccer, boys who are in high school playing soccer in Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, any of the bordering states of Oklahoma and Texas, they have to go elsewhere to play college soccer. They have to look at California. They have to look at Indiana. They got to look at Virginia, New York, up there where soccer is more prevalent and more people play it and it's more watched. But Texas is such a hotbed for recruiting for high school soccer athletes. Texas always has good club teams. They always have good high school teams. You could get a very formidable team out of Texas with just Texas guys. So if you want to go play college soccer, you got to go far away from home, and a lot of kids just don't want to do that. So it's kind of, they're in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to where they want to go to school. Do they go to a small school and play college, or do they go to a school that they want to go to, have the full college experience, and play club soccer? That's kind of the predicament that they're put in.
And the past 30 years in Division I men's soccer, 22 of the championships have been won by an ACC or a Big Ten school. And 13 have come from the ACC, 9 have come from the Big Ten, 8 of which are from Indiana, who was last year's champion against Georgetown, winning 1-0.
Here at Oklahoma State, we have roughly 25,000 students, and about 52% of them are males. So you have the guys here that want to play club soccer. You have enough guys that are willing to go out there, have fun, do what they did in high school, and still have the whole college experience. So you had plenty of guys choose that route. And so you could put men's soccer here, but you have club soccer, and a lot of guys are playing it. So they're having fun doing it. You might as well let them keep going.
In regards to Title IX, a solution could be made, such as adding another sport for women. Since for men, wrestling is offered here, and you're in Oklahoma, so it would make sense for women too.
I would agree with wrestling. I mean, Oklahoma State and wrestling, they're two words that go together real well. I mean, we've won championships here. Our men's wrestling program is really good, so you could bring in a women's program and succeed really well in Oklahoma. Another sport that I think you could bring in, though, is lacrosse, because lacrosse is a sport that is gaining popularity quite a bit across the country, not just here in Oklahoma and Texas, but everywhere. So you could bring that in. You'd have people watching it. You'd have people going, and it could bring a lot of interest in.
I think lacrosse and wrestling would be great choices for the women, especially being in Oklahoma. And if that brought Division I men's soccer here, then I think it'd be worth the try. And with men and women's sports, Title IX is always going to be in the back of your mind.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. For KXZY Radio, I'm Russell Asuzo. That's Austin Marte. We'll see you guys next week.